Is it too late for infinite banking? Infinite banking has been around for at least in its most basic form for about 200 years, but it's not well known. In fact, I'd say it's one of the least known finance strategies, partly because of the lack of knowledge and understanding about this wonderful finance strategy. Many people, when first getting acquainted with it, wonder, is it too late for me? Or am I too old to start infinite banking? Aloha. I'm Stan Cox, principal broker and strategist with SC Finance Strategies and Insurance Consultants. I'm also the author of the books on the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy, and I'm the managing director of the Hawaii Financial Freethinkers Academy, a nonprofit financial literacy education organization. For the past several years, I've focused on and specialized in the infinite banking concept and developing the tax-free cash growth warehouse finance strategy. So if you find this to be helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, please post your questions and comments here. So, is it too late for you to start infinite banking? To be sure, there are some situations or conditions that will prevent certain people from being able to start infinite banking. And I'll get into that in just a minute. But for most people, infinite banking is not only possible, but a really good idea to get started with. As the saying goes, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step. It's really a shame that infinite banking is so little known. Because of that fact, most people who eventually learn about it feel, think, and say, as I did, man, I wish I would have learned about this years ago. And yes, well, starting with infinite banking in younger years is a definite advantage. As another saying goes, better late than never, which brings me to the point of age. Along with that, time and unforeseen occurrence. What I mean by that is we never know what might happen to us tomorrow. That is to say, our health may deteriorate, or we might become a victim of an accident, become disabled. Tomorrow just isn't guaranteed. So it's better to take advantage of good, although maybe not perfect circumstances, rather than to wait for things to possibly get better, because things may get worse or less opportune for us rather than better. So here's the bottom line. Age and health are two major factors in the setting of premium costs for life insurance. And infinite banking depends on the cash value of whole life insurance policies. So the younger and healthier you are, the lower the premium will cost on a life insurance policy for you. Of course, if the life insurance policy is designed properly and is a participating whole life policy with a mutual company, the premium will be at a reduced rate from any other policy that is not properly designed for infinite banking. Designing whole life policies for infinite banking is a big part of my expertise with infinite banking. So I know what a huge difference design can make in the cost of premium for any given policy. Many, if not most people who do learn about it, don't learn about infinite banking until they're in their 50s or 60s. And many of them wonder if at their age, it's too late to get started with infinite banking. Of course, when they ask me that, I tell them I didn't start until I was 59 years old. Many folks at that age have a decent amount of money put away in some kind of retirement accounts. And that can be a real advantage when starting an infinite banking account, because that savings can be moved into the cash value of a new infinite banking account and really get the compounding dividend interest kick-started. That was not the case with me. I had no retirement accounts, practically no savings, but that's just me. And that certainly didn't stop me. My wife and I are examples of start where you are with what you got and don't let it stop or slow you down. In fact, most of my clients got started with their infinite banking journey in their 50s and many in later years. Again, age is a factor in the premium required, but it's not a deal breaker. That is, until you reach the 80s. Most insurance companies will not insure a person over the age of 85. But there's a workaround to that. If you are 85 or older and you have a younger relative in whom you have an insurable interest, then you can own a policy that insures your younger relative. You see, it's the owner of the policy that has control of the policy and the cash value, can take policy loans and practice the infinite banking tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy. So great age doesn't have to make it too late for you to start infinite banking. Then there's the issue of health. Even if you have some kind of health issues, even fairly serious health conditions, most will not prevent you from being approved for a life insurance policy. You may not know that. You may not get a preferred rating or even a standard rating, but there are rating tables that are assigned to substandard health situations and will allow a less than vibrantly healthy individual to be insured. Yes, those table ratings will up the price of the premium for the policy, but a policy may still be had. And even in the case where a health condition disqualifies a person from being insured, the same workaround applies here as when a person's age disqualifies them from being insured. That is, you could own a policy on a healthier relative in whom you have an insurable interest. The bottom line here is that where there's a will, in most cases, there is a way. Sure, there are instances where it may be impossible for someone to start infinite banking, but I'm going to say that would be the exception. And by far, in most cases, it is not too late to start infinite banking. And I want to emphasize here that no matter when you get started with infinite banking, it will be a terrific benefit for you and your family and a great advantage for you financially. I hope that you have found this to be helpful. And so, if so, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, please post your questions and comments here. You have questions? We have answers. For a more complete explanation of the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy, you can watch our free 60-minute webinar. The link is in the description box below. The link to buy my books on Amazon.com is also below. If you'd like to book a free phone consultation with me, the link to my Calendly page is also below. If you'd like to apply to become a client of ours, the link to the application is also below. We're here to help, and we look forward to helping you. Aloha and mahalo for watching.